Siemaneczko. Coś mi się wydaje, że gra jest za głośno. Zaraz to zmienimy. Albo i nie. Let's go. No chyba jest okej, co? Dźwięk. Dzisiaj jestem samotny. Nikt nie chce wbić na streama. O shit. Dołączyć ten, nie?
Straight through the next intersection. Take the next right.
Wszystko niższe.
Cross over, keep going straight. Take this left.
All units in the vicinity, see the security guard at 459 there now at 536 South Figueroa. Unit to Hammer Code 2, identified.
Co tym razem?
Where the hell have you been? 4 punks been helping themselves to the suits.
Oswald Jacobs? You work here?
Goddamn right I do. I've been watching the place for 10 years, waiting for something like this.
Calm down.
Wygląda tak samo jak ten koleś z poprzedniego streama.
You go first. How about I back you up?
No oczywiście.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Wymiana ognia.
Stay down. All right, goddammit, all right. Throw out the guns. I've got you, Phelps.
Jeszcze dwóch. Spróbuję z tej strony zaatakować.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Co on robi? Masakra jakaś. Koleś ucieka chyba, nie? Sterowanie jest straszne.
I'll be right behind you, Phelps.
Easy. To by było na tyle.
Car 11K. Shots fired and suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I'll need an ambulance at 536 South Figueroa Street, Holcher's Textiles. Also notify a supervisor and the coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance in coroner, and I'll notify your supervisor. All units
Ciekawe, czy te
advises code 4 on the shooting at
ulice są prawidłowe, czy tak sobie ściemy. Let's go.
They'll be taking the next right.
Ło, te sklepy fajnie wyglądają.
Straight on.
I jedziemy prosto.
Straight over. Keep going on this road. You're taking the next left. Straight through the next intersection.
Intersection.
Straight ahead here.
Pan!
Careful! Keep going on this road.
Teraz chyba w prawo, co?
Turn right when you can. Straight over.
Kolejna sprawa.
Go straight through here.
Dobra, już wiem gdzie. Fajna muzyczka. Klimatyczna. Rzućmy okiem. Czemu się kłez nie odpalił? Hello?
So what next?
The autopsy result might have come back. Call in.
Aha, okej. W ten sposób. No, czemu nie mogę zadzwonić? O co kama? Masakra.
Phelps 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Messages, please.
Just one, Detective, from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Dobra, jedziemy do tego. Kostnicy.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Tutaj kostnica. Let's go. Najpierw skoczymy na kostnicę, nie? Żeby ogarnąć, co się z nim stało, wtedy będziemy mieć więcej argumentów do przesłuchania.
Crossover. Keep going straight. Go straight through here.
I teraz będzie w lewo. Na rondzie. Jesteśmy. Na miejscu. Ambulans. Witam serdecznie.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax.
Oh.
Second puncture reached his heart.
Ktoś go zabił.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife, length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber.
Może uciekli
We
już
have the
pewnie.
knife, we have the coroner's report. And I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness.
Dostałem ten achievement. Stab rate. Dobra. Idziemy tutaj, nie? Może coś się jeszcze zmienić.
You can drive.
Damy mu, niech jedzie. Mniej uszkodzeń będzie. Pojazdy. Wpół do 8. O, jaka furka. Czyżby chciał uciec? Jest nawet krew na samochodzie.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
Doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
To nie on go zabił, tak czy siak.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Kurde, koleś festa. Chyba zrobi zakręty o 90 stopni.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this.
Lepiej on nas jedzie.
Don't let that asshole get away.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Dobra, dostał teraz.
All right, I give up. That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Hands behind your head. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
So, initial report came back with an ID on our victim, Lester D. Pattison of 182 North Hope Street. Captain wants us there double quick.
Najpierw pójdziemy tam, bo to nie będziemy go ten osądzać jeszcze, nie? Możliwe, że on był po prostu ranny i uciekał.
You're behind the
I
wheel.
wpadł pod samochód. Nie? Na 100%. Tam ci go załatwili, on uciekał i wleciał prosto pod auto. A tamten koleś uciekał tylko dlatego, bo nie chciał stracić pracy.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Pattison. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand jury.
Nice of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I have nothing to do
You
with
think
it.
I'm gonna fry for you,
Oczywiście, że nie.
Lorna?
Crazy man! Shoot him! Shoot him for God's sake!
O, i dobrze
It's
zrobił.
too late, Sabo.
O ty chamie.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
Za daleko jest, żeby do niego celować teraz. Muszę się zbliżyć.
Last chance to surrender, Sabo.
Jaki koleś.
Come on, Flatfoot, let's negotiate.
Put the weapon down now.
I to by było na tyle.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Czyli mamy 3 zabitych teraz. Chyba że tamta babka przeżyła. Co wątpię.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Udało się. O. Statystyki perfekcyjne. Achievement do tego. Czyli warto wszystkie poszlaki najpierw ogarnąć. 3 achievementy dostałem na raz teraz. 3 albo 4.
Phelps, Bukowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go
Kolejna
on.
sprawa.
Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Let's go. Let's go.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe it.
Tu jest chyba wyjście, co? Jednak nie. Dobra. Będziemy kogoś przesłuchiwać, widzę, bo tam były drzwi do sali przesłuchań. Niech on prowadzi.
You know the way. You can drive.
Mniejsze szkody.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
Może mogę sobie poczytać, co
You
potrzebują.
hear whether they're making any progress?
But Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having your death strewn all over the front pages.
To by było na tyle. To dzisiaj chyba za wcześnie streama zrobiłem. Mała popularność bardzo.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him. Remember,
Ja czasem nie wiem, co naładowałem.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Zmieszczę się. O, shit.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Coś mi nie idzie teraz.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Give it up, LAPD!
Get break with him.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with two tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Akurat przy sobie miał.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
Coś ciemne chyba, nie?
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
One reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
Mówi prawdę, nie?
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me! I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for Grand Theft Auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
GTA.
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Let's go. No, przejadę się w sumie teraz.
What? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians. Take the next left.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Take this right. Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
Take the next left.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please.
Stefan.
Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
Straight through the next intersection. Take the next right.
Miasto całkiem fajne jest. Używane samochody.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way.
Jaki dziwny typ. Masakra.
That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there too.
Rzućmy okiem.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue. Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least.
Czyli tamten łapek nie ma z
We
tym
have a
nic
couple of
wspólnego.
questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Mówi prawdę, nie?
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. A little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
Chyba też prawda mówi, tak mi się wydaje.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
Okay.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Coombs?
Close of play on Friday.
Ściemnie.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
What can you tell us about Archer?
Someone
Kurde,
on the
chyba
civil side.
źle
In
dałem.
a big hurry, too.
Thanks for
Kurde.
your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Kurde, jedno pytanie spieprzyłem, no ale...
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Policyjny telefon.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
Messages for me, please.
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks for your help.
Będzie po kolei.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
No, w sumie coś w tym jest. Czwarta godzina.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
Najpierw tutaj skoczę. Albo dobra, nie, polecimy na policję. A później tam, bo może coś tam nam powie, nie? Po przesłuchaniu.
Any Century unit of 415, possible window case at 7th and Flower, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Lecimy.
Keep going straight.
Zawsze mi się przyciski mylą. Miał zjechać, a nie frajer.
Straight ahead.
Any Century unit of 415, possible window case at 7th and Flower, unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is car 11K. We'll handle the 415.
You're the one who's been sending cosmic rays into my room. I'll show you. Yes, sir. You're not going to control my thoughts anymore.
Calm down.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Give it up! LAPD!
That away.
To za koleś.
Put your hands in the air!
Strasznie szybko koleś biega. Okej. Chciałem do niego strzelić, ale
Don't
nie
make me
mogę.
chase you!
You don't understand. Someone has to stop the Venusians.
O ty gnoj. O dobra. Każdy mi kapelusz zleciał. Koleś ma coś z głową.
Farewell, cruel world!
Jaki koleś. Masakra. Co to było w ogóle? Ponoć dziś mogę zmienić kostium, nie? Nie mam pojęcia jak. Tu? A jest! Biorę ten.
Right up ahead. Next right.
Next right. Rigged.
Go straight through here. Cross over, keep going straight. Take the next left. Keep going on this road.
Troszkę zarysowałem. Furę.
Straight ahead.
Jeszcze się nie rozbiłem, więc jest okej. Police station.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
Nie mam iść. Akurat na telefon patrzę.
Crummy bastard.
James Velasco?
I want a lawyer.
A
It's
to
my
jest
car
to
and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Nic tu nie ma z tyłu.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. But the paperwork they provide is normally a breeze.
Does the name
Nie,
Gene
tym razem.
Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
Czemu się śmiesz?
You want my partner here to
Kurde.
convince you that you do know her?
I'm giving you the straight dope. I don't know no Gene Archer.
Fucking shit, nie udało się.
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state line?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Ściemnie.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester.
Okay, okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
Ściemnia czy nie ściemnia? Chyba mówi prawdę, nie?
Come on, Velasco.
Kurde.
That's not the way they work. They keep moving around, never the same address twice.
You had a chance to cooperate.
Ale lipa.
See you in 10 years when you get out.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Oh.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquis Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightfall. Gordon Lightfall. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray.
Jedziemy
This
do
is a
niego.
great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Jeszcze coś tutaj muszę zrobić? Chyba nie, dobra. Najwyżej się wrócę i już.
Phelps, your GTA suspect Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
No dobra, to lecimy najpierw tam. Szybko. To jest moja fura. Lecimy. Okej. Mogłem biec.
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? That could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
Czemu mi się kostium nie zmienił? Przecież
The
zmieniałem.
car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Dam intuicję, bo w sumie...
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made zero. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
Ale tempo
How long
dziwne.
have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
He's your boyfriend. He's the guy you boost cars with. He gave you up.
Chyba mi się nie
He
udało,
thinks
co?
you're so dumb you'd steal a free sample.
So I'm no genius. I make the best with what I've got. Why are you so cruel?
Kurde.
Decided to make this hard on yourself, Gene. Let's see how you handle the hard time.
Masakra. Coś mi nie idzie dzisiaj. W sumie popełniłem błąd, bo on powiedział, że jej nie znał, nie? Spieprzyłem sprawę. Czasem mi się strasznie postać zacina. Dawaj. Lecimy.
Right turn, coming up. Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait, scrap that second half of the question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
Siemaneczko. Już myślałem, że nikt do mnie nie wbije. Siedzę sobie samotnie. Zapomniałem w sumie na grupie napisać, że stream odpaliłem. Ale tak czy siak mówiłem, że dzisiaj o 3:00, nie? A ręka mi zrętwiała.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic
Siema, siema.
detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am. Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. Have done for some years.
Nie, wieśka zrobimy od 6 do 20.
Seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
To jest ten? Jakiś serwer GTA 5 czy co?
We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightball.
Lightball.
Mr. Lightball, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightball. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Udało
Do
się.
the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Musimy popatrzeć mu prosto w oczy. Chyba ściemnia, nie?
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger
Na
clear.
takie serwerze mogą ci
Have any
zabierać?
employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Użyję intuicji, się przyda.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
A, ja myślałem, że jacyś gracze cię zabrali. Czyli co, to wszystko? Gdzieś nie mogę zrobić więcej? Czy on dał mi jakieś dokumenty? O!
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Nie to.
We certainly encourage repeat business, Lightball. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Zapłacił ci chlebem? Może później będę musiał do niego wrócić jeszcze. Będzie więcej dowodów czy coś.
Right up ahead.
Lecimy. Słabo mi idzie z tym. Z tą sprawą. Dużo ludzi tam gra? To serwery RP chyba popularne są, nie? Lecimy.
Crossover, keep going straight.
Twój szef, który handluje narkotykami, zadzwonił na policję, bo koleś nie chciał wam zapłacić. Bardzo pomysłowe. Masakra.
Call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here. I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it?
I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Ale sami jesteście przestępcami, więc za co chcieliście go wydać, jak on nic nie zrobił w sumie? Nie chciał wam zapłacić. To nie wiem.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Think so, huh? Look sharp, it's the cops.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
No, tylko się pojawisz od razu po tobie. Dobra, jeden załatwiony.
You're covered, Phelps.
Jestem Jestem ranny.
How long do you think you can hold out?
No.
I need cover! I got you now, motherfucker. You're pretty brave for a kid, man. Oh, God! You're clear! Go!
Tylko ci pistole zabrali, nic więcej nie zrobili. No to w porę uciekł, nie? Fajna broń.
Throw out the guns.
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
Fels akcja. Jakbym miał lepszego kompa, to może też bym pograł w tego.
Stay down. Hide the door at the end. I heard something.
Wszystko mamy. Coś mi tu nie pasuje.
All right, don't shoot.
Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
Some.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas.
Masakra.
Macfiej Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source. Betting slip. Looks like Mr.
A tam levele też bijesz, czy nie? A to jest jakiś zmodowany serwer, nie? Czy nie?
We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about Macfiej Printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy. I get the message. Lightfall. The guy who runs Marquis. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes me.
To fajne jest coś takiego, nie? Samym na takim RP pograł.
Lightfall. The guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. There's no luck.
So if I go over there and check his jacket, your story's gonna ring true? I'm warning you, Bigelow.
Give it a try, Flatfoot. For some reason, none of my guys like to bring ID to work.
Whether you give up your bosses or not, Bigelow, you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place up.
Kurde, nie udało mi się. słabo mi idzie dzisiaj. Żal fyst. Połowy nie trafiłem. Mogłem sobie intuicję użyć. Czekajcie chwilę. Okej. I co teraz? Też iść? Tylko psa puszczę. Chodź, o, Julia. Idź. Niech sobie idzie gnojek. No, ludzie coś nie chcą pisać na streamach. No ja też tak przeważnie mam, że jak siedzę u kogoś na streamie, to nie piszę nic. Raz na jakiś czas coś tam pogadam. Tak to cicho siedzę. To policja siedzi pod przykrywką, FBI. Mnie sprawdzają.
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. You know, guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightball, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Bo masz bardzo krótkie filmiki. Ale tak to już jest na YouTubie. Też mam mało wyświetleń na tych początkowych filmach. No oczywiście musiał teraz skręcać. Mogę tutaj? Ja już myślałem. No właśnie możesz w ten sposób zrobić. Tak, żeby 10 minut miało, nie? Co najmniej. Ktoś słabo zaparkował, muszę poprawić. Okej.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Niech będzie ta pomoc. No właśnie.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
Gdzieś to było ten, nie? No właśnie to.
What you're doing here is slanderous, detective. And you'll be hearing from my lawyer about it.
Yeah.
I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind
Fucking
your back.
shit. Znowu mi się nie udało. Strasznie mi teraz poszło. No nie katastrofa. No strasznie zimno. Musiałem w piecu rozpalić.
You just lost the chance to crack one of the biggest criminal operations in this city. How do you think that makes me look? The chief has my balls in a frying pan! Now get out there and fill some charge sheets. Misdemeanors if you have to. Get me something before I even think about giving you another case.
Masakra. Zostałem brutalnie wyzwany. Na 18. Kurde, spieprzyłem.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
You mean to stay
No
alive?
masz sprawę, nie? Zrobisz jedną sprawę, to ruszasz do kolejnej.
You're what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate in 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Słabo mi poszło bardzo, aż wstyd. Upadły idol. Idol to jest chyba wzór, nie? Wzór do naśladowania. Chyba, nie wiem.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
See you later, fellers.
No, na wieśku na pewno będzie więcej osób. Bardziej popularna gra, nie? A to jest takie starsze. A u kogo FIFA oglądasz?
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. Hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in.
Wiesz co, jak będzie bliżej premiery Red Dead Redemption, to wtedy wrzucę. W sumie mogłem iść. No to jest w stylu właśnie Red Dead Redemption, nie? Poczekam aż tam będzie bliżej premiery i wtedy zmienię. Jeszcze awatar muszę zrobić. Awatar to jutro zrobię. Bo dzisiaj zbytnio czasu już nie będę miał. Godzinkę nie zrobię, bo muszę mieć pomysł, a nie mam żadnego pomysłu. Także najlepiej jutro będzie.
Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, Beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
Phelps,
Nie znam typa.
Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is
Chyba
Enrique.
FIFA mało popularna jest teraz, nie? 19.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Is anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, he'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They're taking her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Dobra, wypadałoby najpierw
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
zejść na dół. Nie wiem, czy mogę jakoś. Mówisz o streamie? Najpierw sobie pochodzę. Później z tym pogadamy.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
No teraz trzeba się pilnować. Bo te majtki.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Dobra.
She's a long way from home.
Fez byłem sexy w nich, nie? Czy Oli takie kupić? O, musiała uderzyć głową, nie?
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Jeszcze coś tu musi być. Nie, może muszę coś z tymi majtkami zrobić. Sergio? Czemu tak? A wiesz, że możesz zmienić swoje imię, nie? Nazwisko też możesz zmienić. Nic tu nie ma. Może jeszcze z tym.
What do you think? This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Muzyka jeszcze gra, więc jeszcze nie koniec. Co sprawiło, że chciałeś wymyślić piosenkę o Kinder Niespodziance? Mówię tego do grusza, nic więcej. Nie wiem. Intuicja. Nie mam intuicji żadnej. Fucking shit.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Na pewno. Bez problemu, mi się wydaje. No to jest zwykły mikrofon przecież, to nie jest jakiś specjalistyczny, który będzie działał tylko na konsoli. Wszędzie będzie działał, nawet jak pod telefon podepniesz.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
Jakaś
What
przyćpana
about me,
jest?
June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast.
I don't like. Keep out of this.
No widzisz.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Ściemnia czy nie ściemnia? Chyba nie ściemnia, nie?
Who drugged you, Mrs. McAfee?
You really are a cute detective. But a little too naive for my taste.
Kurde.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
Noż kur... Masakra jakaś.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
O, udało się. Ale ja nic nie chcę
Mentioned a
kompa.
Mark Bishop.
Potem nie
Think he might
potrzeba.
have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer.
Po co mi komputer, jak i tak nagrywam wszystko na konsoli.
You just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Na komputerze żadnych gier nie ma.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Masakra.
I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm being
5
taken
pytań
in?
źle
You could
powiedziałem.
say that.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that you were under the influence of narcotics and that you are withholding information from the police.
My husband is going to want a word with you, Sonny Jim.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Masakra. Tragedia. Mogę sobie wziąć tą furę na przykład?
KGPL to car 11K. The car crash victim has regained consciousness in Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger, en route.
Musiałem, czy ją przejadę.
Now look what you've done! Are you fine?
Masakra, co tu się dzieje z tym prowadzeniem moim. Katastrofa.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No,
Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
need to be manhandled by a doctor. I need my lawyer.
My head still feels
Hey, where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
What the F?
Hello, Jessica.
Kurde, mogę najpierw coś tam.
My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Że najpierw sobie pochodzę, co?
If you have more questions, could you ask them now? All I want to do is sleep.
Incidental.
Okej.
You're making me uncomfortable.
Za
Around here looking at me, not
30 minut? 40 minut, sorry. Nie no, 30, bo jest 26. 34 minuty.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Czemu kłamiesz? Dziewczynko.
You're holding out on me, Jessica.
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any more questions right now.
Jezus Maria, to jest straszne, nie?
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry then. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Legally, you're still a minor, Jessica. We have to inform your parents.
Please, please don't do that. My daddy will kill me.
Ale wcześniej kręciło oczami, dałem ten zły glina i też było źle.
How did you meet
Teraz dałem dobry glina i też było źle, to o co chodzi?
Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Masakra.
What do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of the camera with the lights turned on you.
I know what happened to you, Jessica.
Katastrofa jakaś.
Where exactly did it take place?
Please.
Wszystkie pytania źle dałem.
It's really difficult to think of anything.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, camera. It's not my fault.
No.
I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
A to jest jakieś
Think
chore,
about
nie?
going home, Jessica. You're getting mixed up with people who will treat you like last week's trash.
Are you crazy? I can't go home. I want to be a star.
Masakra.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter.
Ale kręciła oczami, to co miałem zrobić? Nie rozumiem tego.
Expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Bzdura.
There she goes. Come on.
Let's go.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Masakra jakaś. Dobra. Myślałem, że za blisko podjechałem.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Czemu mi się ten nie zmienił? Czy się zmienił? No, zmienił się, dobra. Okej. Myślałem, że mam po prostu wbić do środka. Straszne to było. — 29 minut zostało jeszcze.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Jezus Maria. Skradanie też jest beznadziejne. Jakaś choroba chyba mnie łapie. Coś się tak słabo czuję. Od rana.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Zrobiłem dokładnie to, co miałem zrobić, ale i tak mnie tam... Nie. Masakra.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
No. Hejtuję sterowanie w tej grze. Normalnie hejtuję je, nie? Jest straszne. O.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I caught the film.
Czekam, aż tam pójdzie, nie? Ktoś mi nie idzie. Ale tamte przesłuchanie z tą dziewczyną było straszne.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried... Goddamn maniac!
Najlepszy kierowca.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McAfee's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McAfee will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Tam gdzie jedziemy.
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Dobra, najpierw zrobimy to. Bo myślałem, że uderzę. Siema, siema.
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't doing nothing.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store. I'll show you. I'll teach you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
O. No nieźle.
Look out, more of them. Put them down.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Easy. Nie było źle.
King calling KGPL. I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's code 4. Notify a supervisor.
To się zbytnio nie przyda.
Can you drive to this one?
Leciły. Strasznie daleko nie chcę się tam jechać. Tylko w lewej słuchawce słyszę. Jesteśmy na miejscu. Jest zadymka.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Okay.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Ostatni pokój po lewej, nie? Który ten? No.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.
Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess!
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Dobra. O, tutaj może znajdziemy ten.
Nope.
Pierścionek.
Maybe. No.
Szczotka.
Not everything here is going to be relevant. Took a smarter man than me to connect that.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Czek na 20 000.
I don't think so.
Presented to Mark.
Okay. Kasa.
Not much help. Seems irrelevant.
Looks like the old movie set downtown. Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Replika repliki. Zapałki.
Optimistic, Cole.
Alkohol. Nie, wątpię, żeby to miało związek z czymkolwiek. Dobra, czyli mam to obejrzeć jednak. O nie, kubek. Książki.
Doesn't look like anything. Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
To wszystko, nie? Pogadajmy z nim teraz.
Those men. I think they work for Guy McAfee. You know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer.
This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
No chyba prawdę mówi, nie?
Your husband was using June Ballard in his new movie?
Hardly. Mark feels that June Ballard has limited range and is over the hill.
No Jezus Maria, ej.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
No, według mnie mówi prawdę. No właśnie.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Ona ściemnia chyba, nie?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Chyba mówi prawdę, nie? Tak mi się wydaje. Chociaż? Ściemnia.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius. A magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Spadamy. Mogę użyć telefon? Nie wiem po co, ale spróbuję.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment.
Just a
Silver
moment.
screen props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
Dobra. Lecimy.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. They're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Let's go. Bijaj, kolego.
Roger, KGPL. 11K en route. Go left just now.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
Right turn, coming up. You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment. You're taking the next left.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears. Turn right when you can.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and Macfiej.
Straight on here.
Ciężko było jechać prosto.
Straight ahead here. Could be taking the next right.
Jesteśmy na miejscu. To było na zdjęciu, nie?
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I've got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Let's go.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
O, są te głowy małe.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
No, kamera jest.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Cóż to, szczotka?
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Może tu jest jakieś przejście. Z tej strony. Nie, bo tak. Jest film.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
To chyba nie ma znaczenia. O.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Tutaj chyba wszystko, nie? Tabletki.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Jeszcze coś to musi być.
Junk.
Młotek. Mieczyk.
Don't think this is anything.
No coś tu było.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Zobaczę jeszcze tutaj gdzieś. Tu jednak nie. Główki są malowane tutaj. Gazeta.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch.
Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have. Yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? What do you think? Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. How can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh?
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. Need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes.
Surrettes.
Yeah, surrettes. Right. Put it into big vats, but water it down a little.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer? Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
Okej. Dobrze się szybko wczytuję. Zrobimy ten, będziemy kończyć. O.
So this is where you sprang from.
Dobra, mamy wszystko. Siemaneczko.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
No mów prawdę, nie?
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
No dobrze chyba mówię, nie? Tak mi się przynajmniej wydaje.
You and Bishop are
Jednak
close friends? Colleagues?
It's business. I normally deal direct with the studio.
Nie wiem. Koleś wygląda dla mnie normalnie.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps. Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you. Let it slide, Cole. Let's get at it.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
I don't think they like your little pep talk, Bukowski.
Oh, shit, get us out of here.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
We need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Pewnie się przewrócił. Jadę tu. Holy shit, ale się wkopałem.
Make a move. We're sitting ducks here.
I need to be closer, Cole.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ.
Siema, siema. Właśnie będę kończył streama. Akurat jak wbiłeś.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad
Ale o
daylight,
6 robię znowu, także jak chcesz to możesz wbić. Będziemy w Wiedźminę grać.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch.
Dobra.
I'm about done putting my life on the
To ja
line to
spadam.
protect some child molester.
That's our
Do
job,
później.
unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Na razie.